brand new and consigned, now in our bigger, better showroom right next door. It's the safe, easy way to buy and sell gently used furnishings and fashion. We have lots of brand new,
It's time you start looking for your own place.
You know, Code Credit Union can hook you up with a mortgage loan at a great low rate. They'll even tailor a loan to fit your individual needs, bro. It's easy to apply online at codecu.org.
Code Credit Union, one good reason after another.
A Doppler 7 radar for the fastest, most accurate severe weather warnings.
More than 17 years, and what we've been through the last 5 days has not been easy. But I always say, right here in the Miami Valley, we are Midwesterners. We work hard, and we care about each other. And amid so much devastation with these 15 tornadoes, so many people are making a difference, touching the lives of folks they never met until this week. It's the sort of thing we only see on television. The devastation is in someone else's zip code.
And we got notification on Channel 7.
This is a dangerous situation that has been ongoing as this, I'm sorry, can I joke?
It's okay. And I would advise anybody with kids, get the bike helmets on them, put them in the basement, put the helmets on them. You know, this is not a time to think about anything looking silly. Please stay safe. This is a very serious situation, as McCall is pointing out.
Somebody else's heartbreak, somebody else's life wiped out.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
But late Monday night, somebody else's, whatever you want to call it, became our reality.
It hurts my heart. I'm just devastated.
And in the minutes and hours after the 14 tornadoes hit, people, strangers, human beings just started showing up. This little guy probably weighs as much as that case of water. Too many people to thank.
There's a lot of people on 75 right here that we're all lucky to be alive. Just him comforting me and being there.
Appreciate you. I really do. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir.
No power.
I cleared out my closets.
No water.
Just brought as much as I could.
No food in Trotwood.
Very appreciative, yeah.
Nobody had to ask these guys to do anything. They just did it.
Food is going bad. That's why I'm delivering pizzas, and this is hard for people dropping off pamphlets and people who can't make it to the stores.
You hungry? Come on. There's water, there's cold water, there's food there, man.
And then we came across 10-year-old Jack.
It just feels good helping out the local community.
And his Aunt Allison.
It's very devastating.
Jack's big box filled with 3 dozen spaghetti dinners for strangers in Dayton.
A lot of people around here didn't have much to start with anyway.
It's amazing. When you walk in here and you say, oh my gosh.
Others making a difference, leaving water at curbs and street corners.
This is like nothing I've ever seen in my life.
And even in the small town of Brookville, strangers drive from hours away to serve free food.
But our community is amazing. Nobody's went without food or water. There's churches giving out clothes. It's been amazing.
Everything from ice by the truckload to people dropping off enough non-perishable food at the Dragons game to make thousands of meals.
Then we all got to come together and be as one.
As strangers come together, hold hands and pray.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for keeping us both safe.
Right now, we must all remember, God never gives us more than we can handle. As for the people who counted us out years ago,
This is what time it happened.
gave up on what they called the Rust Belt, you know what? You underestimated us.
We look at it as an opportunity to rebuild it and make it better.
As we look at what has happened here this week, maybe for a minute or two, this devastation can be more of a blur. And what is more in focus is everyone making a difference.
The best of Dayton, so I'm proud, we're strong, we're united. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be all right.
Amen, my friend. Amen. And for additional inspirational survivor stories, be sure to read special coverage from our partners at the Dayton Daily News all weekend. Might not have felt like it Monday night that we were going to get to Friday, but here we are. We all got here together.
We did, and as you said, it may feel like a blur, but you know, when you do look back at those special moments and each of the people that I've met and that you met, it's inspirational how everybody is bouncing back.
Even in the worst of times, it's amazing how the expertise and the love and caring of people rises to the top. And again, if you have other inspirational stories, share them with us on Facebook. Reach out to McCall, myself, anybody here on staff.
Yeah, we love to share them, especially to let James know so that he can talk about those here on Channel 7.
We live in a great part of the country.
Yes, we do. Now, I am tracking the threat for some thunderstorms that are going to be moving back in. The timing of the storms have slowed down since we were talking about this yesterday into the upcoming weekend. So that is some good news. That means the conditions are not going to be as favorable for very strong thunderstorms as they move in. But they are going to get here, mainly late tomorrow. That line is going to be moving in from the north, which you do see ongoing up towards Michigan and parts of Wisconsin. For us here at home, it is a quiet night. We have a mainly clear sky as those storms are making their way on in. Now, we have a severe weather outlook for tomorrow of a marginal risk. That means 1 or 2 storms may become intense. Now, the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center will come in at 2 a.m. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this carved out a little bit more and lesser of a chance for severe weather tomorrow. And meteorologist Jesse Mag will have the latest information on any threat for severe weather tomorrow, starting on News Center 7 at 6 o'clock in the morning. As we look around the area, live Doppler 7 radar scanning the skies, we are quiet. There seems to be some anomalous type of activity going on to the north. That's not precipitation, so if you live up in Mercer County or north towards Van Wert, let me know what you're seeing. Perhaps that is some smoke. Perhaps there may be some fires ongoing for some reason tonight. Areas of fog developing by morning. That's something that we'll be dealing with immediately. So if you are going to be out and about for tonight, early tomorrow morning, keep in mind that there may be some patchy fog that could reduce visibility and slow you down just a little bit on the roads. Reason being is we did have a lot of moisture from those thunderstorms that came through today, so a moist environment. Temperatures are at 64 degrees and your dew point is at 60. So those numbers are coming in very close to one another. Plus the winds have relaxed, so that gives you more of that stagnant air and that threat for that fog to form. Temperatures through the night, they're not going to be falling very far. We only get down to about 62 degrees. When your dew point's at 60, your temperature can't fall below that. So it gives you a really good idea and estimate of how much cooler it could potentially get through the night. For your day tomorrow, there's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're still quiet. We have lots of sunshine. It'll be warm and muggy. There may be a few downpours that bubble up across the south at 5 o'clock, but for now, it appears that your Saturday evening will be decent. By 10 o'clock, we're still rather quiet, but from the north and west, some showers and thunderstorms move in as we approach the midnight hour and roughly through about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Early Sunday morning, it will be mostly cloudy, but those clouds are expected to give way to a lot of sunshine for the afternoon and cooler temperatures. Now, if we do get some stronger storms going tomorrow evening, hail, damaging winds, and heavy rain would be the main threat, and it does appear that it would be a very isolated, slim chance for us late tomorrow. There is a big drop in temperatures. We'll be in the 80s tomorrow, but then 70s into the 60s for Sunday and Monday. Monday is the coolest day, but look at that. We do get some dry days through Tuesday. Chance for thunderstorms return Wednesday and Thursday with highs back up near 80 degrees.
While the Miami Valley cleans up from tornadoes, an Arkansas mayor is asking people not to panic even after floodwaters breached a levee here this morning. As you can see, this happened in a rural bayou area near Dardanelle, which is about 80 miles northwest of Little Rock. People, though, have been ordered to evacuate several areas. The National Weather Service said this flooding will move down the Arkansas River and into eastern Oklahoma. These football players skipped practice to help tornado victims today. How many properties they cleaned up and who else jumped in to help?
Storm Center 7, always tracking, alerting you to severe weather.